Hello. I was going to say good morning, but what time is it? 7:30. I didn't even know what time it was. Lee's taken Manny to hydrotherapy and I've just been cleaning the kitchen. So I've had a day of work. I did apply for the job. I'll keep you posted. After work, I finally half finished the kitchen, which now looks like this. What I ended up doing was, because I had some questions about trim. I don't really like tile trim. You know, it looks good in certain settings, but I didn't really want tile trim. I quite like a raw edge of a tile. So what I ended up doing, instead of silicone, because I was just going to silicone around everything, and then I had a silicone mishap. So I decided against it. I went a different direction. So what I did was all around the edge of the tiles at the top, I actually used some filler, just regular wall filler, just to kind of just fill the top. You can see it there, not very even, just filler, sanded it down and painted it, just so that it would be kind of like a clean-ish edge. This down the bottom, again, was going to be silicone, but what I ended up doing was grouting. Now, grout is not ideal for this kind of thing because you're supposed to do it like in between tiles, obviously. But I ended up grouting around there, and then once that's all completely done, again, I'll sand it down to make it smooth. Then I'm going to silicone between the grout and the worktop to make sure that it is all waterproof, because grout was not waterproof. The sealing in that gap was not super easy. Really pleased with it overall. Lots more work than anticipated in areas that I was not expecting. Like the parts that I thought were going to be easy were not. The easiest part was actually laying the tile. The most exciting part is now these edges match the actual cupboard doors. We're thinking of changing the handles, changing the tap. I will let you know as and when, but for now, I'm ready to put it to bed. Like I say, I am gonna add some sealant along here once this grout is completely dry. But I needed to put the kitchen back together so I can actually live again. I'd had too many days of it just being a complete disaster zone. So now I'm gonna make dinner. I skipped a couple of HelloFreshers because I had no kitchen properly to cook in. So I'm making kind of like an amalgamation of meals. And this is what you call the exact right amount of sour cream on your enchiladas. Good morning, it's Friday. Lee told me that I snored all night. So I think I was probably absolutely exhausted. I think my kitchen adventures are gonna take a little while to physically recover from, because I still ate absolutely everywhere. Anyway, it's another work day. Let's go make some coffee. Is this hairstyle a thing? Because I quite like it. This massive clip, less so. But could I get like a little clip and do, it feels quite 80s. It's like almost like a tiny little ponytail on top of my head. Gives me a lot of volume, I'm enjoying it. As you may have noticed, I'm sitting somewhere different. I have my, well, not really because I talk to you from this position all the time, but I've actually set up all my work stuff because I wanted a bit of a change of scenery. And I really like working from the dining table, but I massively appreciate that I have an actual room to work from. Especially with the kids being off, I want it to kind of be more central in the house so that I'm not like closing myself away all day. But also it's really nice to just sit in a really bright room. At no point is it so bright that it's in my eyes, because that's why I have to have the blind closed most of the time in the office. But I can see out into the garden. The light is really nice this morning. I can admire my achy breaky handiwork over here in the kitchen, and everything's all white. I can see directly into the utility room, which desperately needs to be cleaned and organised. The whole house is a complete tip. Friday is usually our cleaning night. It feels like it's going to take at least 3 Fridays to clean this house. Also, I don't think that I've remembered to mention this, but I had a few emails from people after I closed the shop, and I was just like, initially, no, that's it. I said it was closed and it's closed. And then I got like maybe 15 or so people email me saying, can I still buy whatever it was? So I opened the shop again. So the shop, if you're interested, the mugs, the sweatshirts, the t-shirt, I'm leaving it open. I don't know for how long, short amount of time, because I want to do something else for summer. So probably for another week. If you're interested, I actually still might get another one of these because someone told me that they broke theirs the other day, and I was like, I love this mug so much. I'm definitely going to do another design of this mug because this size of mug, and like how you You know when you feel something in your hand, you're like, you know when you feel something in your hand and you're like, it's Friday morning, guys, get your minds out of the gutter. But I really, really like this style of mug, so I'm definitely gonna use that one again for the summer launch. But yeah, if you're interested, the It's a Whole Thing stuff has temporarily returned to Michaela.com. And that is it for a week. Annual leave at last. Now I just have to clean the house. So maybe would rather keep working. I did clean the kitchen. Again, I feel like I've cleaned the kitchen 14 times this week. But also I sealed with silicone. After yesterday, I removed my nails and I cannot tell you how much easier it is to use your hands. I also found a tip online that I thought I would share. If you put the silicone down, so like put the bead down and then spray it with some glass cleaner before you kind of smooth it in, way smoother line and it doesn't stick to your fingers. Genius, so I'm really happy with that. Giving all behind the sink a really good scrub. And tomorrow, before we go out, when I know that no one's going to touch it and no one's going to use the tap, because that's the main issue. As soon as you use the tap, it's going to splash and it's going to ruin it. I'm going to seal all behind there. And then, perhaps then, we will be finished. But for now, I'm making dinner. And that's it for these 2 days. Thank you for joining me. I will be back on Monday morning with the weekend vlog. And maybe at some point this weekend, I'll actually film something for my other channel because that has fallen entirely by the wayside this week. So yeah, stay tuned and let's see what happens.